Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Hearthstone, the Arena. So, as you can tell, things are not going all that good for us. our Paladin deck that we have constructed here has gone 1-2, so if we lose one more, we're gonna be out for the count, so our odds of breaking even seem very, very bad this time. But in all honesty, especially since this is our first arena, if we got up to 3 wins, I would be pretty happy, maybe even a little bit proud. But even 2 just to get past this losing streak we've gotten ourselves in would make me a bit happier. But you know, I don't think our deck is the worst crafted deck in the world. Honestly, I don't even think this one is all that bad. I just think we've certainly come up against better crafted decks, and maybe even a little bit of bad luck along with that, because obviously a lot of, or maybe some bad plays as well, because obviously these games always have a bit of a random factor to them, RNG, you know, pray to the random number generator gods as you try to draw cards and stuff like that. But, If we lose this first game here, we'll just go in, start a new arena and build a new deck and have some fun with that. Because the deck crafting stages are always fun. So, let's see. We are going second. I always prefer to go second. Noble Sacrifice, that's a pretty good card, but that could be much better later on. I would really love to get a 2 monster. A 2-strength monster. So let's get rid of Blessing of Might. Because that could be much better for us in the late game, and we'll deal with that. Because I like having these cards in the early game as well. I'd much rather just get a 2-mana card. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. We do have our recruit that we could summon, though, instead. So, very interesting predicament going up against a Warlock. Warlocks are very interesting because how they dominate the game is through card draw, because his ability it makes him lose 2 health, but he summons a card. So, I mean, draws a card. I think I said summons a card there. So it's a very risky kind of class to play as, one that I'm not too fond of so far in my play. What do we want to do here? We could coin into a recruit, but I don't think that's all that necessary. Let's, he can't attack with that, so let's just go ahead and place our secret on the board, and that'll be our entire turn. Obviously not the most stunning play in the world, but we're just getting into the starting stage, and the starting stage is always pretty slow. Yeah, here he goes. He's gonna get some good card draw advantage on us, unfortunately, and isn't really made any better by the fact that we can't really summon any strong creatures. Let's go ahead and actually... We're gonna have 3 mana on the next turn. Let's just summon a recruit, and we'll hold on to our coin. Oh, we forgot to say hello to this dude, so let's go ahead and do that right now. He probably won't reply since we said hello so late to him in this one. Okay, there's another life sap. That's always unfortunate for us because it makes things quite scary, especially if he puts a 1/1 Wind Fury on the monster on the field. That just makes things irritating. But we could get a really good trade for him. Oh, that's deal 3 damage and draw a card? That's not quite what I wanted. But honestly, I think it might be a good idea to get that taunt off the field now. So let's actually go ahead and coin into Hammer of Wrath. Certainly could get a better usage of that in the future if we saved it, but I'm really happy with getting the taunt off of the field, and of course getting the card draw as well, since our Warlock has gotten a very good card draw advantage with the life sap. But since we haven't had to play any coins really, oh, Summoning Portal is a really good card. Luckily, we just took the life of his guy. So basically, Summoning Portal with that all minions cost 1 less to summon. So obviously that is a very threatening card. Definitely well worth it. to get rid of that immediately. So let's go ahead and give our little recruit man here 4 attack so we could get that off the field. Then definitely summoning a taunt would be very good, because now he's not going to be able to deal with that guy unless he has some kind of kill card. And I don't know if the Warlock... I don't know if Warlocks have any kill cards. Usually most of the kill cards are specific to classes rather than the common cards that could be in any deck. And I don't think I've actually ever played a game as a Warlock, so I'm not sure if they have any. Oh, that's frustrating! That sucks. That takes out a recruit and both of our minions. That's annoying. Whenever I cast a spell, summon a dude, basically. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and put our Scarlet Crusader out there and also summon a minion. Hopefully, he'll attack the Scarlet Crusader, he'll sacrifice his minion to get rid of that Divine Shield, and hopefully he won't also kill her this turn, because that will allow us to use our Ancient Brewmaster to bring her back and get 1 extra use of the Divine Shield. Although it might be smart to call back the Shattered Sun Cleric, because Shattered Sun Cleric is a very good monster. Unfortunately, he's gonna force us to trade, which is just irritating, but understandable. That was also a pretty good monster for him to summon, I suppose. Ooh! Adjacent minions have +1 attack! We cannot quite get our Scarlet Crusader to 6 damage! That would be so wonderful! Because that's +1. Oh! This sucks. I want to make that Scarlet Crusader as strong as possible. Okay, so what can we do? How can we make her really strong? I don't know.
I wonder.
Maybe we just need to trade. Do a trade. Let's go ahead. Put him on the field. We're gonna use her on him. That way he'll be a 3/3. That way, no matter what, whoever he chooses to attack that dude with, he'll have to do a trade. You would think it might have been wiser to attack him directly, but I think I would rather do it this way. This way he'll have to either attack me or do a trade. He'll probably attack me directly, and then I could trade for one of his guys. I don't think he'll be able to buff this in any way, but he does have a lot of cards in his hands. In his hand, not hands. But, and that card draw advantage is starting to slip away a little bit in his favor, which obviously is not very good for us. Oh, okay. That's not horrible. Nice to get kill cards out of the way as soon as possible, but, deal 2 damage to a minion if it is friendly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Obviously, that's a frustration, but luckily, our Direwolf is still going to be able to kill it next turn, because we will summon our Stormwind champion. Restore 6 health to your hero. I don't like this card! I wish we had a better card than that dude, because like I mentioned when I first got this dude, I'm not really fond of the healing cards. At least, not with any class other than a Warlock. So there we go! We took that thing down. That's very nice to get it out of the way. Unfortunately, it weakened our Stormwind champion a little bit, of course, but he'll be able to buff future guys. As long as he doesn't kill it on this next turn, we could then get our taunt out, which will protect it, and then we could also summon this lady if we do choose so. Another summoning portal is obviously always a little bit irritating. Oh my lord.
I will enjoy watching you.
Destroy one of your mana crystals. Okay, that's nice for me at least. Really frustrating though with all those cards he just pulled out. Okay, so what can I do? Put down 4. I can attack the taunt, my enemy's taunt. I don't have any kill cards. Man, this is frustrating. Okay, we're gonna do that. Then I think we have to play Ancient Brewmaster so we could get him back. Otherwise, he's gonna be very easy to kill in the future. Then we'll just play our 2 taunts. This game's been a little bit of a freaky one for sure. Not too happy with how things have gone. He's got a pretty good deck construction for sure, and luck has been on his side. Very irritating to get those two raid leaders out along with a summoning portal. That gives him a really easy, really strong core hound. But as long as he doesn't kill our ancient brewmaster, we'll be able to do a really easy trade for the core golem. Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill the Ancient Brewmaster unless that's a kill card that he has in his hand. So, he still has a lot of very frightening, strong minions on the field, but taking out that core golem is going to be very, very crucial for us. Let's see. Oh! That's good for us. Okay, so core golem goes out first. Thank God he didn't have any taunts. Then I think we need to summon her. Actually, no. We need the Trills. Who? I feel like we need to summon this dude. Let's count all this. Okay, so on the field currently, he has 8.
Your soul shall suffer. Justice demands.
There it is. Oh, but this heals us a little. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Then we're gonna summon this lady. And I think we need to take out one of them, because that's gonna reduce everyone's damage. So let's go ahead and take out the one that has more health, of course. And this is only gonna deal 1 damage to us, because our sword is gonna heal us for 2. And then that means he won't be able to kill us next turn unless he's able to summon like some really baller strong minion. Next turn we could summon Guardian of Kings. They'll heal us a bunch, which should make us more survivable in the near future. I don't think this game is lost for us, but it definitely is very scary right now. Our situation could be much, much better. And Mad Bomber is such... he could obviously be horrible for his teammate. Like, he got some really good throws with that Mad Bomber. Okay, looks like he's gonna trade? No, apparently he's just gonna wound it. No, he is going to trade, okay. Interesting choice. What does this do? Deal 1 damage, and if it does, kills a draw card. God damn. I hate all these card draw minions. So irritating. At least now we could take out that summoning portal without taking any damage ourselves. Discard a random card. Honestly, we might want to take out that lady then. Because she deals a hell of a lot of damage. We need to get rid of her quick. So, do we heal ourselves on this turn? I think we need to. Summon this dude. He'll heal us quite a bit. Then we summon one of those guys because there's nothing else we could do. Next turn, we can make a minion really beefy, which will be frickin' awesome, of course. Now, who do I kill? I'd really want to take out the summoning portal, but he'll be able to summon anything else on his next turn anyways. So let's just go ahead and take out his strongest minion instead. It's gonna deal us a bit of damage, but I think it's definitely good to get her out of here as soon as possible. I think that's the wisest choice. Only took 2 damage to take out a really strong minion. I think that's a positive for us. Presumably, he'll life sap on this turn because, unless he has a 10 mana card that he really wants to spend, yeah, he has no reason not to mana sap, especially with his health advantage. Health and board advantage right now. So let's see. Honestly, please, sir, keep attacking me directly. I think that's probably, in all honesty, his best bet at this point. Although that taunt makes things really frustrating. Whew. This is a freaky game, to say the least. Another taunt. That's really irritating. Good thing is, attack with your wild pyro dude, Mancer man. Go ahead, be a man and do it, you fool. But so we'll be able to take those 2 out and one of those monsters. So he's not going to be able to kill me on this turn. What we need to do... Oh, we're not going to be able to summon Stormwind Champion. That sucks. We need to use that on him. We'll have... Who do we want to attack who? We're gonna keep this guy beefy, since he has more health. So he'll attack him. I think that's the wise choice there. Wait a minute. How did I count this wrong? I thought we were still gonna be able to take out some more of his minions on this next turn. That makes things scary. He still can't kill us though, unless he gets some damage. We'll be at 1 health. So it's incredibly tense, but we can turn... we just lost. How... What a sucky series of games we had here. Oh well. You know, that's fine, and this dude was polite, so thank you, Vilea, for being polite and giving a well played at the end. Bad couple of arena matches, but I honestly I think it's nice to get rid of this Paladin deck. I really like the Paladin class, but we did not get a good run there at all, and we're gonna get like a very minimal bounty from the situation right here. I can't believe only 1 win and 3 losses. That's freaking god awful. Let's go ahead and check what we got though. I think we should at least get 1 deck of cards, probably no gold. Yeah, let's check all this. Okay, we got some gold, 15 gold and 1 deck of cards. So it'll be definitely be a lot of fun to open up that thing. Let's go ahead and check that out right now. What you got for me, game? Show me the money. I don't know why the game's being so laggy today. This is so weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, do we have any special cards? This is a little trick I learned from a YouTuber, Northernline. You gotta scroll all over them first to see what you got based on their glow. We only got 1 rare, nothing better, so that's a little unfortunate. Oh, Inner Rage. Isn't that like a really good card? Deal 1 damage to a minion and give it +2 attack. Okay, so that has potential to be really good, especially in a healer deck. I don't know why I'm forgetting what it's called. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Eviscerate, deal 2 damage, combo, deal 4 damage instead. What's a combo? Does that mean using this with another card? That's interesting. Then we just got Spellbreaker and another Ancient Brewmaster. Both good cards, so it's nice to get more of those. I've never seen this card, Armorsmith. Whenever a friendly minion takes damage, gain 1 armor. Interesting. It is for the warrior. I was gonna say, that I could see that being really good for the warrior. I don't know how I feel about that, though. That's a weird, very strange card. Let's go ahead and jump back into the arena. I'm still not sure how much exactly it costs. Okay, I thought it was 150, so we have enough for 2 more arenas. That's really nice. Don't have to worry about any of that. Priest! That's what he's called! Okay, so we have a priest, a shaman, and a warlock. I am not too experienced with the shaman or the warlock, so I think we might want to go with priest, although it could be fun to go with shaman. But you know, since we just had such bad luck with a summoning based class, let's go with something different. Warlock, I don't think I've played him enough to feel confident, so by process of elimination, we're going with the priest. Okay, so let's see, first set of cards here. Holy Fire, deal 5 damage, restore 5 health to your hero. That's pretty good! That's a positive negative thing. I wish it could be 5 damage to a character, or a minion, I mean, because that would obviously make that much better, but that might be a little bit overpowered. I also really like kill cards, though. 6 mana, 5 damage. I think this is a pretty good effect, kill card, too. Spell damage +1, battle cry, draw a card. That's pretty good, though. I don't really like this lady, so this lady's out. She could be really useful, but I don't really like Violet Teacher. Card draw is always really good, but I really appreciate kill cards, so I'm gonna grab one of those. Might have been a foolish choice. Then we have a Taunt, a River Crocolisk. I don't really like Magma Ravager at all, so let's go with the River Crocolisk. It's always good to get some River Crocolisk. River Crocolises in your deck, in my opinion. Now this is a hard choice as well. Do we want the Silverhand Knight, Senji Shieldman? These are all really good cards. Because obviously the silence is really good, really cool to summon an extra minion, and taunts are really effective. We're almost certainly gonna find some taunts later, so I think I kind of want to go with the Silverhand Knight, because summoning that extra minion can be really frustrating to enemies. And speak of the devil, there's an additional taunt. Whenever one of your other minions dies, draw a card. Cult Master's really good. But, I'm gonna go with the taunt. I really like taunt cards. Might have been a foolish choice. Deal 5 damage to the enemy hero. I don't really like Mind Blast at all. Obviously, that kind of card can win the game for you if they only have, like, 5 damage left and you draw it. But I much prefer, the safety of creatures on the board, because, you know, like both of these 6 attack damage monsters can both clear the board and deal that amount of damage. Obviously they can't do it directly, but I think these are more reliable. So Boulderfist, Ogre, or Temple Enforcer. We're almost certainly gonna go with Temple Enforcer here because of that battle cry. That's a really good battle cry. Frost Elemental's pretty cool. It allows you to freeze an enemy character, destroy a minion with attack of 5 or more. That's a really good kill card, and it's a low amount of mana. I really like Frost Elemental, but let's go ahead with that. That'll allow us to completely wipe out any strong minions that come in the later of the game. Thought Steal, copy 2 cards from your opponent's deck and put them into your hand. This is, in most cases, I think this is a really good card, because, you know, it's a 2-card draw. Could give you complete garbage, but I think that's very much worth it. Frost Wolf Warlord is always good as well, and Dire Alpha Wolf is pretty good. But I don't have like any card draw so far, so let's go with one of those, even though it's kind of random. But I like the random element in these types of games, so it makes it a little bit more exciting. This guy, Fairy Dragon, I think this is actually a pretty bad draw for us right here, because he can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. You would think that is a really good benefit, but not as a Paladin, because that means we can't heal him at all. Granted, he only has 2 health, but if we buff him, and then he takes damage, we won't be able to heal any of it. Spell damage +1, not really all that. That actually could be pretty good, but I like the extra card draw. We already took the Silverhand Knight before. Yes, we did. Could honestly go with the Wolf Rider, even though I've complained about him before, and we don't have very many low-cost cards, but honestly, I think we will find some more in the future. So let's go ahead and go with the another Silverhand Knight, because those cards can be very frustrating to one's opponent. Whatever this lady is, Ochene? I don't know how you pronounce that at all, but Soul Priest, your cards and power. Oh, this lady. Okay, so this reverses the effects of healing spells, so they do damage instead. Very effective, because it can turn the priest into a damage dealer, where he could do 2 damage with his ability power. Battlecry, gain 1 health for each card in your hand. That's pretty damn good as well. Battlecry, give adjacent minions +1 spell damage. I think we want to go with this lady. She could be very, very strong in a priest deck if played right, but she can also mess things up for you, because that means you can't heal your minions anymore. We already have a River Crocolisk, so I want to go with the Bloodfen Raptor, get the kind of alternate to how River Crocolisk works. Battlecry +3 health. Ooh! Okay, I think we gotta go with Northshire Cleric, because she's really good for additional card draw as well. Basically, whenever a minion is healed, you draw a card. Super cool stuff, especially if you have taunts on the field, so they're forced to attack the taunts. Interesting situation here. Honestly, I think the Oasis Snapjaw is a pretty good grab, because we can keep on healing him so much. So let's actually go ahead and go with that. If we get a card that could make this guy have taunt, he would be very effective. This guy, Flesh-Eating Ghoul, is perfect for priest decks. I would really like to get a Acidic Swamp Ooze, though, in case we go against people with weapons, but I cannot pass up a Flesh-Eating Ghoul in a priest deck. Basically, as it says, whenever a minion dies, you gain +1 attack. So, if you keep healing this dude and maintaining his ability to live, as other units die, he can become one unstoppable beast. So, we're gonna take that. This is also an interesting situation. I kind of think I should go for War Golem instead of the normal Venture Company Mercenary idea that I've gone with in the past. But I don't know. Venture Company Mercenary, I think, is a really fun card to play, because he can really either totally ruin your game, or he can save it in certain situations, just because he's relatively cheap, a very strong, effective card. And, this is such a hard choice right here. Let's go with a little bit of a risk and go for the Venture Company Mercenary. Restore 4 health to all minions. That's really good, especially for a 0 cost. But I kind of might want to go with another flesh-eating ghoul, especially since we don't have an enormous amount of monsters, and for that matter, not really low mana monsters, although we're only halfway through the deck. Really good card. I'm gonna go with the flesh-eating ghoul again, though. Ah, okay, here we go. The heavy hitters. King Murkla, or Mukla, Balcry, give your opponents 3 bananas. Oh, this guy sucks. The bananas, I think, can, like, heal your minions or something, so you give your opponent an advantage just to get a really strong 3 mana cost. I don't like that. 2 of these dudes are people I fought in the tutorial, that's funny. Lord Walker Cho, whenever a player casts a spell, put a copy into the other player's hand. I don't like that. That's too risky, I think, especially since, I have a bunch of spells. And then this dude. He's a high mana card, so that actually makes me kind of happy, but he can't attack! At the end of your turn, deal each damage to a random enemy? I hate all of these. I really hate all of these. But we're gonna go with that one, I suppose. I really hate all of those cards. That sucks. Holy Nova. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. Restore 2 health to all friendly characters. This card is very good, but so is Inner Fire. That changes a minion's attack so it's equal to their health. Obviously, that can make someone incredibly strong, especially since there's a card that can double a minion's health. So presumably, if you've got really good situation, you could get like a 20/20 minion on the board. Hard choice between this and Holy Nova, though. We do have some kill cards, though, so let's go ahead and take this one. Mind Blast, I don't really like that one, as I mentioned before. I don't like any of these selections either, because we don't have a Murloc deck, so I guess we're just gonna take the Young Dragonhawk. Okay, here we go. More heavy hitters. All other Murloc. This one's out because it's a Murloc. Cabal Shadow Priest. Balcry, take control of an enemy minion that has 2 or less attack. Interesting. That could be really good. And Sea Giant cost 1 less for each other minion on the battlefield. I think we gotta go with Sea Giant. That's really good if his price goes really down. Obviously, Cabal Shadow Priest could be really good in some situations, but most enemies with 2 or less attack aren't really all that useful. So let's go ahead with a really strong minion. Ooh, hoo hoo. Temple Enforce is really good, but I kind of want to go with this Divine Shield right here. Then we could go for a stealth. I think I need more low mana creatures, so I'm gonna go with the River Crocodilus. I would really like getting another Temple Enforcer in there, but just in case of weapons and more low mana creatures, let's go ahead and go with the Acidic Swamp Ooze. We need more taunts. Haven't gotten many of those. And this is an interesting situation. We do have kill cards, right? I'm pretty sure I mentioned before that we picked up some kill cards. We may only have like 1 of them though. Wait, where was that card? Okay. So we have 2 kill cards. And honestly, this guy's an okay value for that price, but since we can heal Raging Worgen, I think he's a better choice. Ah, okay. Lightspawn is a very interesting monster. I'll get to him in a second. Although silences are so good. Basically, Lightspawn, as it says, his attack is always equal to his health. So he starts as a 5/5, but if you deal damage to him, he obviously becomes very weak. But then we could heal him, so that would compensate for that. Very hard choice between him and the silence, but silences can save your life more than I think a Lightspawn would be able to. So let's go with the 0 silence. Another taunt. Let's go with the Stormpike Commando. I really like his battle cry a lot. Then card draw again. Oh, now this is even harder. Card draw or Lightspawn. Give a minion +2 health. Since it's so cheap, let's go with the card draw. How many cards? 2 more cards, okay. Let's go ahead and go with the Divine Shield again. We don't have too many really heavy hitters, so it might have been a better choice to choose the 7/7. But Defender of Argus is a really good card. I don't know what Imp Master... Oh, I've seen Imp Master before. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to this minion and summon a 1/1 Imp. So that basically allows you, as long as this monster stays alive every turn, to summon an extra monster. That could be incredibly good during in a Paladin deck. And it's only 3. Honestly, maybe we want to go for that, because basically that could let us really steamroll if we keep, in regards to board control, if we keep this card alive. So you know what? Let's go ahead and choose that. Honestly, just like the last deck, I'm not entirely thrilled. I'm not sure if this is good or awful, but it will be fun to play with this one, because priests are always very interesting to go with. But I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.